Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's episode, we're going to apply for the Canadian citizenship and we're going to check what are the requirements on how to apply and the step-by-step procedure. So stay tuned.
How to apply for Canadian citizenship.
Steps to Canadian citizenship. Step 1. Make sure you're eligible. Step 2. Calculate how long you've been here in Canada. Step 3. Gather your documents. Step 4. Complete the application form. Step 5. Pay the fees. Step 6. Submit your application. Step 7. Prepare for your test. Step 8. Go to your interview, test, or hearing. Step 9. Wait for the decision. Step 10. Go to a ceremony and take the oath. Alright, based on the eligibility requirements, I'm going to check if I'm eligible to apply, and I'm going to share it to you on your screen. First one, be a permanent resident, which I am. I arrived here in Canada on August 6, 2018. Second one, have lived in Canada for 3 out of the last 5 years. So there's a calculator that I'm going to show you later that calculate for how many days you're in here in Canada. So it's very helpful to know. The third one, have filed your taxes if you need to. I've filed my taxes since 2018, so 19, 20, 21. So that's 3 income tax returns. Pass a citizenship test. I haven't done it yet because I'm going to apply just right now. And the last one, prove your language skills. The same with the second to the last ones.
Step 1. Check your eligibility. You can check your eligibility in the website ircc.canada.ca. Have you been a permanent resident in Canada for at least 3 of the last 5 years? Click Yes, and the next question will pop up. If you did not went out of Canada more than 730 days, press No, and the next question will pop up. If you haven't been advised to leave by officials in Canada, press No, and next read the series of statements if it applies to you. Press No if all of these statements does not apply to you. Next is you may need to have proof that you know English or French and read the statements which describes your situation. Let's say you're between 18 and 54 and you have proof that you have knowledge of English or French. Next question, in the past 5 years have you been required to file your taxes? Let's say yes that you filed your taxes. And if you filed your taxes for the last 5 years, press Yes again, and that will conclude your eligibility. Step 2. Calculate your stay in Canada. This is the calculator that I mentioned earlier. The link is eservices.cic.gc.ca. To know if you're eligible for Canadian citizenship, it is important to be physically present in Canada for at least 1,095 days and 5 years immediately before the date of your application. To use the calculator, you simply input all the required information and dates correctly. If you meet all the requirements, you just need to attach the copy to your application for Canadian citizenship. And if you do not meet the requirement, then you are not eligible to apply for citizenship. Now, let's try to calculate if we're eligible for citizenship. First, let us put today's date, and the next is the date we became a resident of Canada. After that, click Continue, and then press Submit. After you press Submit, please know that the page will retain on the same page, and just click Continue to lock your answer. It will ask if you have resident status as a visitor, international student, temporary worker, or temporary resident holder? Let us pick no since we do not meet the statement above. Then press submit and continue. Next question is if you have Canadian temporary resident status. Just click no then submit and continue. Next question. Did you spend time serving sentence for an offense in Canada? If none, answer no, and then click submit and continue. Next is if you leave Canada between the years you have been to Canada up to now. If you did not leave, click no then submit and continue. After answering the series of questions, they will conclude if you meet the requirements needed. To be eligible for Canadian citizenship, you must have been physically present in Canada for at least 1,095 days in the 5 years immediately before the date of your application. Please note that you cannot meet the physical presence requirement without a minimum of 2 years as a permanent resident. And that is how you calculate your stay in Canada. Step 3. Gather your documents.
Submit the following documents with your application. First, the original printout of your online physical presence calculation or Form CIT 0407. Second, color photocopy of all pages, valid or expired, of your passports or travel documents during your 5-year eligibility period. Third, photocopies of 2 pieces of personal identification. These personal identification examples are a copy of your biographical page of your passport or travel documents, permanent resident card or PR card, driver's license, health insurance card, senior citizen identification card, age of majority card, foreign identity documents such as a passport or government-issued identification documents. Please note, if there is information on both sides of the identification document, photocopy both sides. If you're 18 to 54 years old, photocopies of your proof of English or French language ability. Examples of the types of language evidence that can be submitted include results of a third-party language test, diploma, certificate, or transcripts from a secondary or post-secondary education program in Canada or abroad, proof that you have reached a Canadian language benchmark CLB Level 4 or higher through a government-funded language training programs. Other documents needed are 2 identical citizenship photos, the application fee receipt of 630 Canadian dollars per adult paid online, and the document checklist CIT 0007.
For the application form package, please see the description below, because there are some forms available, and it also depends on your situation and your age.
I know filling up the form will take time, so please take your time, because if you're going to fill up the forms, make sure that all the informations are correct. If not, then it will delay your application.
Step 5. Pay the fees.
Citizenship application fees. For adult 18 and over, the processing fee is 530 Canadian dollars and right of citizenship fee is $100 with a total of 630 Canadian dollars. Stateless adult 18 or over born to Canadian parent, right of citizenship fee is $100. Minor under 18, the processing fee is $100. Step 6. Submit your application. Send your complete application to the following address on your screen.
Step 7. Prepare for your test.
Pass a citizenship test. If you're 18 to 54 years of age on the day you sign your application, you need to take the citizenship test. You will need to answer questions about the rights and responsibilities of Canadians in Canada's history, geography, economy, government, laws, symbols. The test is in English or French, 30 minutes long, 20 questions, and the pass mark is 15 correct answers. multiple choice and true or false questions based on the official Citizenship Study Guide, Discover Canada. Usually written but maybe oral. Prohibitions. If you committed a crime in or outside Canada, you may not be eligible to become a Canadian citizen for a period of time. Time spent serving a term of imprisonment on parole or on probation doesn't count as a time you've lived in Canada. After you've checked all the eligibility requirements and you have confirmed that you are eligible, you can register online at eservices.cic.gc.ca to create an account online. This is where you can pay fees online, you can view transaction history, and you can view the processing status of your application. That's it for today, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and see you again soon.